What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another session at The Shed.
That's SHED. The smoke and herbal education destination. We're shedding light on that good shit.
My name is Janaea, and as always, I'm joined by the handsomest co-host, Babe.
Thank you. Thanks, babe. What's up, everybody? I'm Nimbo. And yeah.
We got a really exciting episode.
Yes, we do.
Or session, should I say.
Yeah, this session's gonna be. This is a good one, especially with everything that's going on.
Oh, spoiler. Let's play some theme music, and then we'll suss it out.
Let's go.
Chat. So, we got some tea, literally, cups of tea.
Yes, we do.
And we are back in the podcast room in the middle of quite a situation.
Yeah, but no better time to get in the podcast room when shit's going down, so...
Literally.
We got our cups of tea. I don't know how you like your tea. I do know how you like it. I hope you enjoy this one.
Is that a prompt for me to try it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try. Come on. No. Yeah, put it down on the thing. Yo. I'll use the opposite hand. Alright, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Two bloth and a thip.
Yeah, that's it. You have to.
Damn, that's really good.
Oh, our tea's a winner.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, now let's get this thing going.
I don't know if I can. I think I just want to drink tea now. Nah. All right. So, yeah, like we said, I think everyone knows what we're referring to right now. Everyone knows what's going on in the world at the moment. Of course, this whole coronavirus shebang.
Yeah, with the whole pandemic.
I like to air quote that word.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with this. And how do you feel? How do you feel about everything that's going on?
Oh, look. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I personally feel fine because I'm quite confident, quite carefree at heart. I just want to state that.
So you stress less, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't really condone stressing less if, that's your... I mean, dealing with a crisis is how you deal with it.
Hey, but stressing, a lot of stress aids
so they say,
to, a weaker immune system.
And
so,
that
stress
is the
less.
Tea.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what is the latest that you've heard? Are there any topics of interest about this air-quoted pandemic?
All right, so the pandemic in question, COVID-19.
Do you have anything interesting that you've heard about this?
Well,
I guess it's all interesting.
Yeah, it is. But recently it was 100 days since the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since the first case, I guess.
Oh shit!
And
since the breakout.
Yeah, since the breakout, 100 days since the world's put up with this, and especially our country, which was pretty crazy to see how much
Australia.
Being Australia. It's just been pretty crazy to see how things have progressed.
Honestly, rapidly, but in the same sense, I feel like everything's kind of seesaw. It's like up and down. It's very contradictory. A lot of the information that we're receiving is just, I don't know. not fake, because I do want to stress that this is a real virus. Like,
it is. It's gonna fuck you
yeah,
up.
it can fuck you up.
It's gonna fuck you up.
If you catch it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the chances. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
Is the other thing.
There's just so many reports came out.
Exactly.
It was like it affected this group, and then you had this bunch of people going crazy, and then now the media is saying no, it affects you as well. So it's like, as you were saying, really contradictory. The media is like really wishy-washy with what they're putting out. You don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
But like, what we would definitely say is stress less, drink heaps of water, and stay the fuck home.
Oh, thank you. And what better way to stress less than with cannabis? So,
Boom.
what would you say from like a research perspective?
Oh, well, from like what I know is
Exactly.
that, like, cannabis has something to do with the immune system and, like, you know,
Right.
help it out.
Right. See, I wasn't even thinking on medical terms yet. I was just like, how can cannabis help with stress?
Oh, well, boom! I just dropped that one on you.
Yeah, exactly. You just took it to a whole nother level.
Nah, but that we'll get to that. So, oh fucking oath! What it does a lot for stress.
Almost every strain of cannabis has a euphoric or a euphoric related effect, e.g. happiness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like feelings,
laughter, and things
yeah.
like that. So that's just one way that it helps with stress.
Exactly.
But then also, like, chemically in the body, like internally through the ECS, perhaps. I don't know if we want to drop that in there. Maybe just mention it.
Yeah, the endocannabinoid system.
Well, we have a blog on it.
Yep.
So
yeah, no, check that one out, guys. It's on our website.
Yeah, it's just some basic info.
Yeah.
But
So
it's still really helpful.
Definitely. That's in the link. So make sure to read that one.
Exactly. But basically just balance. All about balance. And so
Yeah.
stress obviously is an imbalance.
Exactly.
And it causes a chemical imbalance as well in the body. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And yeah. I was just thinking like stress pretty much. But like you mentioned, damn, the immune system.
Yeah, on that medical level, that biological level. Yeah, no, definitely, like, everyone can have a read into it. And it's not, like, cannabis information has been out there for, like, the last, I don't know, almost a decade. So, like, fucking, if you can read it, it's pretty much, what's out there just tells you.
Right.
And, like, what information we got on the shed just tells you how the cannabinoids or the chemicals, compounds in cannabis aids the ECS or aids your immune system. Yeah. So a lot of good benefits, obviously, from using cannabis. And what better time to use it when we're all stressing out in a pandemic, you know.
I know.
Yeah, it's sad, but, you know, if you can help your body in any way to stay on top of every day, then yeah.
Yeah. And how do you think this whole virus affects the cannabis industry? I don't think it does, honestly.
No, honestly,
I think it's booming, actually.
A good question.
Yeah.
Good question, because something I read recently stated in the US how they were going to be pushing cannabis laws. You know, states that were in limbo or were in pause.
Oh yeah, they're going to go national with it.
Yeah, they're just going to go ahead, you know, try to fast track everything, which is great, you know.
Well, like I said, I think it's I don't want to be too.
What is it?
I don't want to be too, you know, out the gate. But I just want to say that if anything, it's been a little bit beneficial, perhaps, for the industry and for businesses. But even just like you mentioned now, for justice reform.
Yeah, and the government's going to benefit from this massively.
Yeah.
So
I
think
that's exactly like we were saying, because the way things are going at the moment, and with especially the economy,
economies everywhere,
and everyone's talking about lockdown and not being able to return to normal life until 6 to 8 months.
That's pretty much the whole year.
Yeah, and some people were saying even in over in America, some people were saying up to 12 months.
Whoa.
Yeah, extra.
What?
And so we were talking about how cannabis will play a huge role after this whole thing blows over, and how it would help all of the countries really boost their economy back up, because if the people are going out for anything after this, yeah, you can be damn sure it's for some weed. And if it's legal, if countries decide to legalize it during this pandemic, like the rush that they would get after will. If people have any money left, let's be honest.
Honestly, and then that's like another thing as well. Like,
exactly.
No jobs. Millions of people losing jobs.
Exactly.
It's just freaky, honestly.
And that's why I say things are so like up and down and so contradictory, because like people say that there's going to be a boom of business after everyone, after the virus ends, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But how? People are first going to have to find jobs. People are first going to have to get themselves back on track, which is another 3 to 6 to 8 months.
Exactly.
So I really think we're looking at around 2 years here.
There's going to be a little stressing. There's going to be a little heartache. And, on the cannabis front, like the industry side of things, I think it's going to be booming, and I think it's just great for business owners, if and when they can, legally sell.
Exactly. Or maybe they're going to be the ones who provide the jobs.
Exactly,
and the training,
So it's big ups for the industry and for like users, like, we like, if you need any sort of natural remedy to like ease your pains through this time.
Oh my God, tell me about it, because the pharmaceutical industry is going to profit so hard. They have already profited so hard from this virus, and I don't want to get into all the conspiracies. If you don't know, actually, we are hella into theories.
Yeah, no, we're
not deep. We're not like conspiracists.
We enjoy reading and listening to all these other ideas.
Oh, we love it.
But if anyone does or knows of any theories,
let us know.
Down, hit us up in the DM.
We think they're so interesting.
We'd like to hear.
For real. But what were we even saying? See, that's how much we're into conspiracies.
Yeah. It just took us on another track.
Like it always does. Like as soon as we read that first sentence, literally.
But you gotta say how crazy some of them.
Like I know. Some of them are so true.
Like a month ago, was it? A month ago we read this one.
Say it.
And then, boom, like we sort of slowly seeing things come to pass. Which is freaky.
I know. But that's why I don't really consider them conspiracies.
Yeah, this is just shit people know, or like a bunch of jumbled information.
And we know that the world is bigger than...
Of course.
And things go way, way deeper than we will ever know. Yeah. And we are always under the assumption that we know nothing. And that's why we love them so much. It's just these extra layers of information.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Because come on, everybody, like, let's be honest, we all know that there's fucking people controlling the government, billionaires behind curtain, behind closed doors that pull the strings.
Damn, we're getting into it.
Yeah, come on.
We're getting into it. Oh, we were talking about... That reminds me what we were talking about. We're talking about the pharmaceutical industry.
See, back at it.
See, and how they're profiting so hard. And but this is why I love being an entrepreneur in the cannabis industry, because we can provide all of the alternatives. Yeah.
Exactly. The health, medicine.
Exactly. And so once all the man-made things run out, the earth will always provide.
Exactly.
So why not just do it right now? Why not just make the switch? You know what I mean? Like, cannabis can do all of the fucking things that... There is not one medication that can solve one problem that doesn't give you another problem.
And that's so true. And you may ask, like, why? And there's, like, so many arguments. But then it goes back, like, cannabis has been around for way longer than pharmaceutical medicine, but it was fucking prohibited, and it, like, denied it research and study and funding. That's why that's, like, the biggest... That's what leaves cannabis so handicapped to all these other big pharmaceutical industries,
Exactly. But, and I gotta say... This is a reason why I'm so attracted to you, is because that we're both of indigenous races.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, like that one. Okay. And we understand what it means to... I always say this though. We understand what it means to live off the earth.
Yeah.
Because it's cultural too. Yeah. And that's what all of these industries don't understand about... taking
like what I feel like is they're trying to take that away from people, they try to we don't... I don't want to get too deep into that. But anyway, they try to take what we can do away from us, they try to take our hands and legs, because we can go, I also watched a video this morning, and then how it was talking about this pandemic is going to make us resort to, working for ourselves. And
you're referencing millennials?
Yeah.
Interesting, though.
Very interesting video. There was a 7 News current affair clip last night.
I gotta say, the news channels are being, like, so consistent.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast, and I mean, that is their job, but like they are, you can make whatever assumptions you want about the media, you have your own opinions to whatever.
Yes, but welcome to a session at the shed. Exactly.
And this is the opinion now. But the media, it's like, you just got to be aware of what they're saying and how they're putting it at you, Don't go sleeping and just sucking up whatever they're giving you. Because, it's for your own good. You just got to separate A and B, that's just what I'm saying.
Conscious living. Yeah. Conscious living.
Definitely.
I think conscious living really ties into cannabis, though.
No, definitely. I agree.
Especially if you participate in a country that doesn't allow you to participate in any way. Even just reporting on it or posting about it, like...
And researching about it. It makes you realize a lot of things.
Absolutely. Yeah, so... Damn. That's where the world be at right now.
Yep. Waking up every morning, and then the first thing that pops up on your newsfeed is something about COVID-19.
Exactly. And how could you not stress in an environment like this?
Exactly.
Without cannabis. Excuse me.
That puts people, like ordinary people, like non-users, in a place, And that's what leads to domestic violence. That's what leads to, like, alcohol abuse. That's leads to a lot of things.
Exactly. And when the schools shut, we're in Queensland, so our schools shut pretty late.
Yeah.
So when the schools shut, there were posts about, like, all the kids that stay with, like, have to stay home with their abusive, like, parents, and
and that has ripple effects. Doing something really affects families. They may not be the majority, but like the minority do suffer.
And we live on the south, so
Yeah, some would say it is sort of like the mid to average class. I don't know. The population is mixed,
but
around here.
Crime around here is
consistent.
It's popular. It's a popular activity. So I'm saying that cannabis would be ideal in a time like this.
Get people
especially legal.
Yeah, people on some CBD oils or something, relax the fuck out.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be. Not everyone has to get high. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's not what cannabis is about.
Cannabis is all about healing and aiding.
Damn, I love him.
Love you. Yeah,
but he ain't wrong. I mean, what better time to heal than now?
Definitely.
So much going on. We couldn't even process it all to talk about it in this session.
I also got to mention, with so much going on, cancel all the sport. I just have to say that.
He just had to say that. The soccer fanatic just had to say that.
I can't watch my team play. I can't.
And does this just not add to the stress?
Exactly,
Right.
What would I be doing? But
but that's what they say about millennials, like you said in the video that you were watching this morning.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna return to doing things for themselves.
Yeah.
And return to doing activities that are productive for living.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to resort to what they have and their own skills. What were
some of the examples?
I can't really remember. It was thrifting.
But I love some thrifting.
Yeah,
I love some thrift shop.
Oh, hell yeah. Who doesn't? That's what we
that was
doing.
on point, that one.
Yeah. It was a bunch of other stuff, but the point he made was about that adaptability. And he really stressed, this person, I don't know who the fuck he was, but...
Who cares?
Yeah. But, he made a point, and I was like, oh... Yeah.
But true, though.
The point was, though, but, millennials would ride this out.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you make your own assumptions, have your own opinions, but, it just made me think.
I agree.
Yeah. It just made me think, got me thinking a little. So.
And there are good points. I mean, just thrifting alone is a good point. Our garden that we made outside, and I'm pretty sure a garden is another point.
Yeah, no, mate, 100% possibly.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that the garden outside we made was pretty much free. I mean, we paid for quality soil, but that's just us being bougie.
Yeah.
But pretty much everything else was free.
Yeah.
And that's just a great example of, writing this out.
Pretty much, and what we use, you saying for the free stuff that we use, and that the one to be able to do this or resort to using the land and that's something I reckon millennials do.
It is I guess it's a trait.
Yeah.
We do love a garden and we love
and how crazy it though, a lot of people do go back to looking at this living off the land alternative because of the pandemic, and a lot of people started to grow their own crops, and what I mean by crops,
yes,
all sorts of crops.
all kinds of beneficial crops.
But exactly, get back to learning about the simple shit that our grandparents did, you know.
And then it really raises the question of money. You know what I mean? If you do all the shit already, what are you spending your money on? Or why are you working somewhere else for this much money?
True.
When you live, when your cost of living is so low.
Yeah.
But I guess that's up to you. I guess that's just more money for you to spend on things that you really love, traveling or...
Yeah, that the world has to offer, but, I don't know. Not at the
Right.
moment.
But then is it like, do we really need, is it money a necessity?
Yeah.
Because the way we see it, especially the way you and I see it, the only necessities are cannabis, food, water, and, you know, and yeah, all other things are just feelings. You know what I mean? Happiness, love, passion.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Like, but the only tangible things we have are things we can provide for ourselves.
Yeah. Straight up. Honestly.
I don't know what else there is. Especially now that we're in this pandemic and those points are just being proven, you know?
Yeah.
It's really bringing to light what is necessary and what isn't.
You know, it makes me think of all these doomsday preppers, hey.
Oh, yes. I knew we were going to bring those up in this, in this session. But big ups, yo. Big ups. I mean, I guess in a way we all knew the world was going to
shit itself
collapse, at some point and cave in. We all knew it deep in our heart that we really don't take care of this planet.
But you know, for those who could prepare and like those who have prepared,
straight
like,
up.
fuck, good on you. And for those who haven't, you know, it's not the end of the world yet. We're writing this one out,
and I think it'll be easier than we think.
Yeah, just, you know, follow, you know, what, you know, follow what you really feel, you know.
Exactly.
If you don't be stressing too much, you know,
give
listen
yourself
to the
things
news, don't
you
listen.
Need. And that's, you know, what I always bring it, like, these controversial things down to is, like, need versus want.
Yeah.
You know? And just give yourself the things that you need during this time. You don't really want to go out. No. You just want to go out. You don't need to.
You need to rest.
Exactly. You need to stay the fuck out.
Yeah, and like keep yourself informed, you know, keep up with your symptoms. Exactly.
And give your body the nutrients that it needs.
Apparently. Hydration and vitamin C.
Boom.
Apparently that's a big one.
Oranges, sunlight.
You can take some of those tablets.
You just throw some cannabis in there. Starts with C. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck, why not?
It's not like it won't help.
Definitely, hey, it's like a win-win.
And that is the tea. Has there been any news that has really, like, taken you back, like, really shocked you? I guess the stats are really shocking.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, like, yeah, seeing all the different countries deal with it, and the deaths and the cases, and how people are in isolation and lockdown.
Right.
Like, wow. Like, I was reading the news about my own country, and there were 2 confirmed cases, you know,
in
Papua New Guinea.
Right. Just for the people.
Yeah,
just for the people.
Okay. Yeah. If you haven't listened to our first episode,
exactly,
you should go back and listen to it.
You should go back and listen to that shit.
Anyway, yeah, so they got 2 confirmed cases, and I honestly don't know how well they're prepared. Hey.
Damn. We always, like, our vibe always gets lower when we think about it because of the way that the government over there takes care of its people. Yeah. And we've known for a long time that it hasn't taken care of its people the correct way. And now that a pandemic is here, we don't think it's going to get any better. And that's really disheartening.
Especially because of all the pre-existing things that are happening there, like corruption, poverty, employment, you know,
and it's left
sanitation.
So many people on the street without homes.
Exactly.
Like, vulnerable.
Definitely. And then you expect people to go into isolation. So how are they going to go?
Bitch, where?
So, you know, it just puts me in a place when I start to think about my country.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't we all, though?
Yeah.
Because I got to say, on the flip side, I should have done my country first. because we're actually getting a little bit of praise.
Yes, you people are. How good is that?
Auntie Cinda over there in New Zealand is doing a stand-up job. So the people say. So Australia is really, I think they're getting quite jealous. ScoMo's not doing that. ScoMo is not top notch right now.
Big ups to Auntie Cinda.
Yeah, shout outs to Auntie Cinda. Hope you're listening.
Hope you're listening. And fucking old mate.
Yeah, nah, let's not even talk about Australia.
Anyway.
Unless you want to get into some theories.
Nah,
I don't think so. I don't think y'all ready for that. Well, anyway.
Yeah, but what I do want to say about Australia, though, is like speed up your cannabis legislation.
Say it.
Like, get that popping. Put that back in the hands of the people. Let them benefit.
Right, the people we all benefit. Need this.
Even the government benefits from it, you know.
And think about it. They just made it legal in Canberra January 31st.
Whoa,
and then
crazy
straight into lockdown.
How crazy is that?
How fucking coincidental.
We were supposed to go there.
We were supposed to go
to Canberra, weren't we?
We were supposed to go down there this month. I think it was next week. And yeah.
We were actually going to drive down there.
We were going to drive down there.
And the 18th, wasn't it?
Stay there. Go to the first
the
hemp convention and the first legal state so-called.
In Australia.
So how coincidental. I'm just saying.
Wow, hey.
I am just saying.
You know?
But I wonder how business is going down there. No, because no one's selling it. Right?
Not allowed to.
The government's not selling it, and you're not allowed to sell, buy, or gift.
Read up on our podcast if you're not too sharp with the cannabis laws in Canberra.
Yeah, our blog.
Oh, what did I say?
Podcast.
Read our podcast. Damn.
I mean, yeah, read our podcast too. Read it all. I don't even know what more to say on this COVID-19.
Yeah. It's affected a lot of things, you can say that's for sure.
There is not one person, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty unaffected, but we've made a garden.
Hey, but we're lucky and we're blessed with what we have, you know.
Yeah, knock on that wood.
But yeah, COVID-19's affected a lot of things.
You can say that.
It's ridiculous, eh? Job seekers, like, lines to the Senate link.
Holy.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Like, what was it? 2 million people?
Yeah. And Centrelink is causing its own controversy, like always. So, I don't know if we should. And that's the other thing, like, what do we talk about? What do we not talk about? Like, what can we say? What can't we say? Everything is very opinionated because everyone's jumping online these days.
Exactly.
Nothing else to do. And I feel like we could get ourselves in some hot water.
Yeah, but hey, that's all the truth, hey. It's just is happening, you know?
Mm.
And some shit the media won't cover, but...
And the only thing we can really stand behind is that cannabis will help this.
One way or the other.
One way or the other.
You know.
That's that. I could leave it at that.
Yeah. Damn. I think my tea's
honestly,
getting cold.
I was just about to say that. My tea's almost gone. And getting the big cold.
Hey, but these are some huge cups though.
Exactly. Well, we need
huge cups though.
We need a lot of tea. We had a lot of tea, honey.
You can quote that.
Oh damn. I love this episode though. I feel like we did have a lot of things to say, but we just came on and it was like, you know, it felt a little bit relaxing getting some of it out and just discussing, you know, letting the people in on some things. And it just felt better to release. I don't know if we even made much sense on there, but you know, we're gonna post it up.
Exactly. And for people that vibe with us and, share the same opinion, drop it down in the comments or hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, or our YouTube channel. But yeah, just let us know, what you think.
We got the links down there.
That's it. Because we like to listen to what everyone has to say. And we might even talk about some of the stuff y'all hit us up with.
Exactly. No, we love to hear the requests and all that.
Yeah, and if we can be your voice, speak on behalf of the community.
Oh, damn. He really is the plug. Oh, damn.
Don't hit me up, though.
Yeah, no. Don't be sliding for that. Anyway, thank you.
Loved it.
Honestly.
Loved it.
We appreciate you for listening. Thanks for reaching the end. We really, really enjoy this.
Definitely.
Literally enjoy this. And yeah.
I'm happy to just be talking and
exactly
making noise again,
Oh, it feels good. We haven't recorded in a while.
Yeah.
So what better time?
But yeah, hope everyone's safe out there and hope you all are staying home, washing your hands and keeping your distance.
Boom. Thanks for joining us for another session at the Shed. I'm Janaea.
I'm Nims.
We love you.
Peace out.
Bye.